Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to another explainer where we take a close, structured look at the unique messaging shaping our world. Today, we're exploring something really specific, yet totally universally relatable: how traditional, time-honored guidance is presented right in the heart of a bustling urban landscape. We're unpacking a promotional piece for the consultation services of Arjun Nandha. He's an Indian astrologer based over in the Brixton and London area. It's just a fascinating look at how ancient practices are positioned for modern city life. So, we're going to start right off the bat with a direct question drawn straight from our source material's opening hook. Are you looking for an experienced Indian astrologer in Brixton? It's a highly targeted question, but it gets right to the core of what so many people are searching for. In a fast-paced world, finding experienced, traditional direction can feel overwhelming. This question really frames our entire explainer today. It's all about how this material targets that personal search for a seasoned guide who can help you navigate the complexities of modern life using specialized, traditional wisdom.
And what exactly drives someone to seek out this kind of experienced guidance? Well, let's unpack this list. We've got the absolute universal pillars of life here: love and relationships, career decisions, family concerns, marriage, finances, and simply your future. Every single one of us grapples with these at some point, right? These aren't just minor everyday worries. These are the core elements of the human experience. Whether it's the anxiety of making a massive career pivot or the intricate dynamics of family concerns, the promotional text highlights these complex areas as the natural drivers for a deep human need for a consultation. It frames the service as a literal anchor when these specific areas of life become turbulent or unclear.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the source specifically defines this guidance. It's called Vedic Astrology Guidance, and it's explicitly described as personalized astrology consultations inspired by traditional Indian and Vedic practices. So this isn't framed as a one-size-fits-all reading. The stated goal here is to help explore those important life questions we just talked about, but doing so through a lens that is deeply rooted in traditional Indian methods. The material highlights taking an ancient astrological framework and applying it directly to your modern personal concerns. Moving on, the source text focuses heavily on the ultimate emotional goal of the entire process: reflecting on your situation with greater clarity. According to the text, that is the core solution being offered here. When you're dealing with the heavy weight of career decisions or relationship struggles, the most valuable thing you can acquire isn't necessarily a magical fix. It's true, focused clarity. The material emphasizes that a personalized consultation is designed exactly for this, to help you step back, reflect, and see your circumstances with a clear mind, cutting right through the anxiety that often clouds our judgment.
So how is that clarity actually achieved in practice? Let's break down the methodology derived from the text. It's built around a three-step personalized approach. Step 1, focus on individual concerns. Basically, you bring your highly specific questions to the table. Step 2, analyze specific birth details. This is where the traditional mechanics of Vedic astrology are introduced, mapping out a unique celestial starting point. And step 3, provide tailored spiritual and astrological guidance. This step-by-step flow shows exactly how broad general astrological principles are narrowed down and focused through the lens of specific birth details to create a highly customized personal experience.
To really drive this concept home, let's look at this direct quote straight from the source material. It states, "Every consultation focuses on your individual concerns and birth details, providing thoughtful spiritual and astrological guidance tailored to your circumstances." Notice the specific word choice here. The emphasis on thoughtful and tailored guidance sets the tone for how Arjun Nandha's practice is positioned. The text assures the client that the consultation revolves entirely around their personal circumstances, which is absolutely designed to build a profound sense of trust in the process before it even begins. Once that messaging around trust and clarity is established, what comes next? The source material outlines the next step in the journey, presenting a call to simply connect with Arjun Nandha to discuss your concerns and explore personalized guidance. This represents the resolution of the client's search within the narrative of the text. If you started out feeling uncertain about your future, your finances, or your relationships, reaching out to have this direct discussion is presented as the logical, proactive step toward gaining that promised clarity.
And to make that connection happen, the source provides immediate digital gateways: a website at arjunavaastrologer.co.uk, a direct phone line at +44 7424 198375, and an email address at arjunada282@gmail.com. Now, these aren't just pieces of directory data to glance over. In the context of the promo, they function as the direct call to action to start a personalized consultation. It's all about taking an ancient practice and making it instantly accessible in our modern digital world.
But beyond the digital, the source highlights a tangible, physical presence as well. The address listed is opposite KFC, 252 Lewisham High Street, London, SE13 6JU, in the United Kingdom. Giving an exact physical address like this really grounds the service in reality. It indicates that for those searching for an Indian astrologer in the greater Brixton and London area, there is a highly accessible, in-person destination being offered. It presents a real physical place to seek that direct traditional guidance if a face-to-face interaction is preferred over a phone call or website visit. As we wrap up our analysis of this source material, the final screen text perfectly summarizes the 3 foundational pillars of Arjun Nandha's practice as outlined in the promo. First, Vedic astrology, representing the deep, traditional roots and methods of the practice. Second, personal guidance, representing the tailored, highly individualized approach to answering life's biggest questions. And third, astrology consultation, the actual, tangible service being provided to navigate your circumstances. These 3 elements combined are the core takeaways of the services being offered in this text. Which brings us to our final point, and I want to leave you with a provocative question to reflect on. Based on everything we've unpacked today, what areas of your future are you ready to explore with greater clarity today? Think back to our initial hook. Whether it's love, career, family, or finances, we all have areas in our lives where we could use a little more insight and direction. I hope this explainer has given you a clear, structured view into how this specific source material presents traditional Vedic consultations as a tool to provide exactly that. Thanks for joining me. Keep analyzing the messages around you, and I'll catch you in the next one.